Hi, Dan Schaefer again, Democratic candidate running for the Missouri House of Representatives, District 97. You know, in the national political discussion surrounding Vice President Kamala Harris's selection, critics often dismiss her as a DEI pick. You know, a choice made to satisfy diversity, equity, and inclusion goals rather than merit. This narrative not only oversimplifies the selection process, but also undermines the qualification of women of color like Harris. Now, to suggest that Harris was selected purely for DEI reasons implies that there are no women of color qualified to hold the high office. This assumption is deeply flawed. In a country as diverse as the United States, there are many women of color that possess the experience, the skills, and the leadership needed to serve as president. Hundreds, if not thousands. So the question isn't whether these women exist, but why their capabilities are so often doubted. Now, when Joe Biden was a candidate back in 2020, he promised to select a woman of color as his running mate. He wasn't lowering standards. Instead, he was acknowledging the depth of talent that has historically been overlooked due to systemic biases. Harris's qualifications, her experience as senator, attorney general, and prosecutor made her a strong candidate independent of her identity. Now, from a historical perspective, presidential candidates have always chosen running mates based on strategic considerations, whether for geographic or ideological or demographic balance. Harris brought a unique combination of legal experience, political experience, and demographic appeal to the ticket. Her being a woman of color added to her strength, but it wasn't the sole reason for her selection. Reducing Harris's selection to a mere DEI decision not only overlooks her qualifications, but also perpetuates the harmful stereotype that women of color only succeed through identity-based considerations. Kamala Harris's selection was a strategic and merit-based decision consistent with how vice presidents have always been chosen. We would do ourselves a tremendous disservice if we dismissed her as a DEI selection. On the contrary, we must lift up our consciousness, open our eyes, and appreciate those among us who have risen to the moment, no matter what background they come from. These special individuals can and will help us continue on our long journey toward a more perfect union. Again, my name is Dan Schaefer, Democratic candidate running for the Missouri House of Representatives, District 97. Thank you for your time.